Hey everyone, it's Suzanne. I'm back with another video, and this video is all the manicures that I wore for the month of January 2024. If you've been here before, I will somewhere put up on the screen a timestamp so you can skip right to the manicures. If you haven't been to my channel before, welcome. And if you're new here, I'll just tell you I rate all my manicures. I rate them on a scale from 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. And all of my ratings are based on song titles or album covers or lyrics from songs because I love nail polish and I love music, so I just kind of wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to tell you how the ratings work just so you'll understand. So again, they're rated 1 to 5. 1 is the worst, and that gets a rating of hot dog flavored water, and that is an album cover from Limp Bizkit. Number 2 is How Could You Do Somebody Like That, and that is Boiler from a song from, it's a lyric from a song Boiler from Limp Bizkit. Number 3 is Cause Your Mouth's Writing Checks That Your Ass Can't Cash, which is a song lyric from Full Nelson from Limp Bizkit. And number 4 is that One Day I Will Get You in My Hands and I'll Play With You, and that is a song lyric from Play With Me, from a song by ICP. And then number 5 is Here's What It Looks Like Being the Best, which is a song lyric from a song by Avery Watts called A Cut Above. So I just kind of do that to kind of be different, and just remember I am rating the manicure, not the polish. So let's just get right into it. So for this month, I wore 28 manis with 33 polishes. And before I get into the manis, I'm going to show you what's on my nails. I'm trying to remember to do this. I used to do this years ago. Not years ago, I haven't been on YouTube that long, but when I very first started my YouTube channel, I used to do this at the beginning of all my videos, but then for some reason I just stopped. And I want to try to get back into it because I'm always curious what people wear on their nails, and I don't always reach out and comment, but if they have it in the description or they tell me in the video, then I know, but I don't always comment to ask them. And I have a lot of people comment and ask me, which I totally don't mind. I love comments from people, and I love interacting with the people that comment on my YouTube. But sometimes if I film something like quite a while ago and I finally post it, because sometimes I have videos that are filmed quite a long time ago, and then I finally post them, I have to go back and try to search, and it's like, why didn't I just put that in my video? It would have been so easy. So I'm going to show you this polish. It is the last manicure that I wore for January, because I am filming this February 1st because I had time, so I thought let's just sit down and film it. So I'm just going to tell it to you right now, and then we'll talk about it when it falls. Like I said, it'll be the last manicure of the month. But what I'm wearing on my nails is from Elevation Polish, and it is called I've Got the Axe, and I'll just show it to you right there. But that's all I'm going to talk about it because, like I said, we're getting ready to get into the polishes. So, no reason to go into big details about that. Okay, so the first polish in January, I wore this one polish from Painted Polish, and it is called Icing Inkling. And it is, I don't really know, it's like a bluish purple with all these pretty flakes in it. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was easy removal. I just didn't really care for this. I don't know. I just didn't care for this, so I'm putting it in the giveaway, and I rated it a 1 hot dog flavored water because it's just, I don't know, not for me. It's a beautiful polish, but just, wasn't my cup of tea, let's say. So the next manicure, I wore 1 polish. I wore this polish from Nevermind, and it is called Suncatcher's Gorge. And in my pictures, you'll see regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, glossy top coat. This was easy to remove. I'm not sure if I loved it or not, so I wound up putting this, I guess I rated it a 1, so I guess I didn't love it, but I remember it being okay, but it wasn't my favorite. So I am putting this one in the giveaway too, and I did rate this a 1 hot dog flavored water because, I don't know, just was not my favorite. So next up, I wore 1 polish, and I wore this polish from the Dawn Diva, and it is called Ludwig Von Koopa. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 3 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I use clips to remove this because it does have reflective glitters in it, which made this polish quite messy for removal. As you know, if you've watched my channel for a while, I used to love reflective glitters, but I just don't care for them anymore. It's very pretty though. I don't know about this because the prettiness of it, I want to keep it, but the reflective glitter aspect makes me not want to keep it. I wind up rating this a 3 because your mouth's writing checks that your ass can't cash. I don't know if I'll keep this or if I'll put this in the giveaway. I'm undecided at this moment. of filming this, what I'll do with that polish. But like I said, very pretty polish. Just I'm not a reflective glitter fan anymore, so most of my reflective glitters will probably leave, unless they're like slight reflective glitters. I have a few reflective glitters that are very, very slight, but if they're overwhelmed with reflective glitters, I feel like they'll be leaving my collection. Next up, I wore one polish from Psych Minerals, and this is called Dim Bones. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This polish, this was pretty. I have in my notes, it was easy removal, very pretty. It went from purple to blue to green to black. It's, I guess, a multi-chrome. It's just, I didn't think I was going to like it either, and I almost did not wear it, but it was really, really pretty. I'm glad I decided to put it on. Just really, really pretty. I know it's kind of coming off black to blue, but it did have all those color shifts in it. I wound up rating it a 4, because one day I'll get you in my hands and I'll play with you, because I cannot wait to wear this polish again. Very, very, very pretty polish. Next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore Maine Squeeze by Fair Maiden, which is just one of their, like, I think they called them tinties, but it's like a really bright jelly polish. If you're into jellies and you can still find this, I'm not sure if it's still on the Fair Maiden site, because I know they split off, but I remember seeing this when I bought it, them saying that they would keep this one restocked. There was 2 collections they were going to keep restocked, but I'm not sure if that's going on, but they're just very bright, very beautiful jellies, the best jellies I've personally ever owned. And then I also wore this polish by BCB Lacquers, which is called Whoa, It's See-Through. And I kind of did like, I don't know if I did like a pond mani. I can't remember honestly what it looked like, but in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of Fair Maiden, 1 coat of BCB Lacquer, and a glossy top coat. Now that I'm reading my notes, I do remember. I tried this on swatch sticks, and I didn't really do like a pond manicure because I thought it looked better just with 1 coat. Like when I tried to put another coat of this and then another coat, how you do a pond manicure, I didn't think it looked that good. So I just wore it kind of like, basically like a base for this one. It was easy removal, really pretty. I just don't see myself ever reaching for this polish because I'm not a red person. I'm going to keep the Fair Maiden Jelly Tinties because I just love, I cannot tell you how good these jellies are. They're just amazing. But this one from BCB Lacquer, I am putting in the giveaway because I'm not a red person. Even though I thought the manicure was pretty, I just don't think I'll ever pull this one or want to wear it again. So why keep it? I wind up rating this a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because I have the blue version of that from BCB Lacquer and it was amazing, but I do love blue and I don't love red. So, and it was amazing polish, amazing formula, very pretty, but I'm just not a red person, so I don't think I'll ever wear that one, so I'm just putting that one in the giveaway too. Next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore this polish from Different Dimension, and it is Mystery Prototype 333, and it's just a really pretty, like lilac-y, a little bit darker than lilac-y, but it comes off kind of lilac-y purple with like shimmer, or it's got reflective glitter so you can kind of see it, but just a slight, like this one would be an acceptable reflective glitter for me to keep in my collection because it's not overwhelming reflective glitter, it's just a tad bit. And then I believe I just wore on 1 finger this polish, like an accent nail. It's called Laurely from Paradox Polish. It's just like a glitter topper. It's a clear base with like, what does it have? It's got white, black, and like blue. Not very many blues, but you can see them there in the camera. Blue glitters in it. I only wore it on 1 nail because this polish right here was one I wanted to try, so I didn't want to cover the whole manicure with this because I wanted to see if I liked this, but I did want to use this topper with it. So in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of Different Dimensions, 1 coat of Paradox, glitter grabber on Paradox, and a glossy top coat. I did use clips to remove the Paradox. The Different Dimensions I have in my notes, it has a green glow to which it was very pretty, but I just don't think I loved it. The Paradox polish, I feel like I have a black and white topper in my collection that I like better than this, so I'm actually putting both of these in the giveaway, and I wind up rating this a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash. Pretty polishes, but I just don't care for them. And like the Paradox polish I liked, but like I said, I feel like I have a better glitter topper in my collection that I would want to wear more than that one. And the different dimensions, I was on the fence. When I look back at the pictures of them, I think it's very pretty, but when I was wearing it, I really did like that green glow in it, but I just don't think, I can't keep everything and I don't love it, so it's got to go. So that was that one. Then in my next manicure, I wore two more polishes. I wore this one from Atomic, and it is called Pastel Neon Blue, and it's just a pastel neon blue polish. And then I wore this polish from Painted Polish, and it is called Feelin' Frisky, and I wore these two together. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, two coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I used clips to remove the painted polish. Both were really, really pretty. I thought this was a cute manicure. I love both these polishes. Super nice formula, super pretty polishes. Loved them both. I wound up rating it a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash, but they were very, very pretty. So next up, I wore one polish. I wore this polish from Bluebird Laquer, and this one is called Wind Beneath My Wingspan. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, two coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. It was very easy to remove. I have that it was really pretty, and it had a green glow to it. You can kind of see it there, which was so pretty, but I feel like it is so close to my skin coloring at the time. I mean, I know my skin coloring doesn't look like this, but I feel like it looks so close that I'm not sure if I loved it. So I'm not sure if I do what I'll do with it. I think I'll put it in the giveaway, but I'm not 100%. I wound up rating this a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because it just, like I said, it kind of was too close to my skin coloring, so I didn't love it. So next up, I wore one polish from Mooncat, and this is Moon Jelly. In my pictures, you'll see I wore a white blurring base coat, two coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is just really, really pretty. It's just a really pretty white polish. It looks like it has a green glow to it, but I remember it kind of having a blue glow. I could be wrong about that. When I removed it, there was some slight scrubbing, but I did love this polish. I wound up rating it a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash, but very, very pretty polish. Next up, I wore one polish. I wore this polish for days, and this was Prototype 1. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, two coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is kind of like a bluish polish with like flakies in it. It was easy to remove because it's flakies, but I just didn't really love it on my nails, but it is really pretty, so I'm putting this in the giveaway. I wind up rating this a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because, I don't know, it's just not for me, but I am going to put that one in the giveaway. Next up, I wore one polish from Rogue Lacquer, and this is, look at that, that's stunning. This is Halloween Screams. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, two coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. Even though this is flakies, it was a little scrubby, like just a slight scrubbing when I removed it. It was very pretty. I'm not sure if I loved the base color because sometimes it looks pink and sometimes it looks orange. But these glowy flakes, I love the glow of these flakes, but I still think I'm putting this in the giveaway because I have others by her that have these glowy flakes in it, so I'm not missing out on the glowy flakes, but the base coloring just wasn't for me. I wound up rating this a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash, but this is, if you're one of those people that like kind of like a corally, pinkish leaning orange, you'll love this polish, but I am putting that one in the giveaway. Next up, I wore two polishes. I wore this from LA Colors. It's called Onyx. It's just a black cream, very, very pretty. And I wore it like as a like an undie underneath this polish because I didn't really like this polish when I swatched it separately, but I thought that I might be able to put it over a black, and I couldn't. It was stunning, and it was this polish from Sassy Sauce, and it is called Focus on the Fight. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat and two coats of each polish and a glossy top coat. In my pictures, you will see at my nail line, you'll see a little bit of the black because I wasn't thinking. It's just a habit. I capped my nails with when I did the black, and I shouldn't have. I should have just waited and capped them with this. So you can see that black at the free edge, but it was really pretty. Easy removal. This was so glowy and so pretty over the black base. Like I said, I'm not sure if I would love it without the black base, but this was just a stunner over the black base. So what I did, I don't know if you could see there, I put a bee, a sticker, kind of looks like two circles, but it is a bee, just to let me know when I pull this polish that I like it over a black base. I'm keeping both of these. I mean, this one's just a black cream, but I am keeping this one. I don't know if, like I said, if I would love it by itself, but over a black base, it is stunning. I wind up rating them a 3 because your mouse rating checks that your ass can't cash, but it was very, very pretty polish. Like I said, I just prefer it over black. So next up, I wore one polish from Glisten and Glow, and this is on thin ice. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is just like, this basically is just like a really, really like wintry blue, really, really pretty polish. It was easy removal, but I feel like it just wasn't for me. Like, it is really, really pretty, but I feel like I have other polishes similar like this that I like better than this, so I am putting this one in a giveaway, and I rated this a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because I don't know. When I look back at the pictures, I think it's beautiful and I like the way it looks, which you'll see here on my pictures. But when I was wearing it, I remember that I was like, it's okay. It's pretty, but, you know, it's not a keeper. So that one's going in the giveaway. Next up, I wore one polished from Colors by LaRue, and this is Empty Hearts. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is kind of like a gray, like a linear hollow, I guess is what they would call it. It's really, really pretty. I got this in a mystery. It was easy removal, very pretty. I think I'm going to add this one to my collection because it was really pretty. I remember I wound up rating this a 3 though, because your mouse rate checks that your ass can't cash. Really, really pretty polish. So next up, I wore one polish. I wore this polish from Stella Chroma, and it's called Knitted Mittens. And in my picture, you'll see a white blurring base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. It's kind of like a white grayed out. It's kind of like a really, really light gray with like little white. It's got like little hollow or something in there. It was easy removal. Sometimes when this hit the light, it would kind of look like a little like grayed out periwinkle. I loved it when it looked like that. Like when I could pull that look off with that grayed periwinkle, it was a stunner. It really was, but really, really pretty. I'm going to keep this in my collection. I rated this a 3 because your mouse rating checks that your ass can't cash. So at this point, I finished my winter rack. Yay! But I did start my winter rack like at the beginning of December, and winter doesn't really start till like 12, what is it, like 12/21. So I did have a few days that I started before probably most people did, but I had finished my spring rack and I had my winter rack ready. And to me, December, it's cold, it's winter, so I did start it. So I did get through all my polishes in my winter rack between, I guess, December and most of January. So I was excited about that. So next up, I wore one polish from Vanessa Molina, and this is called Purple Thunder. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a magnetic top coat. I only magnetized my ring finger. I have a lot I could say about this polish. This was a PPU. This came out in, does it say when it came out? May. Okay, when this polish came out, there was stunning pictures. I reached out. Actually, I've never done this before, but I reached out to the swatcher and the maker of this brand, and I said, honestly, tell me, how difficult would this be to pull off these looks of these pictures from someone who has no experience with the magnetic? And both of them reached back to me and said, it's so easy. It will be so easy. It wasn't. I could hardly even tell it was magnetized. I know with the magnetic, if I was to get up and take a picture right as soon as I magnetize it, I do have that crisp line. But the way I paint my nails, I don't move like for like 30 minutes to an hour, you know, to take my picture, because I don't want to mess up my manicure. I want to make sure it's fully dry before I go handle stuff or do anything. You know, I put a show on, I paint my nails, and I sit and I enjoy that show, and it's kind of my downtime, and, you know, I wait. Well, I take a picture probably about an hour after I finish my manicures, and most of the time the magnetic line is already like not crisp anymore. So it's very frustrating. But with this one, I could hardly even see the magnetic line even right after doing it. So I just feel that the magnetic pull on this polish just really, really sucked. And the fact that I reached out to the maker and to the swatcher and they both were like, it's so easy, just kind of makes me like just have a bad taste in my mouth because of this brand. Because I mean, I know honestly she wants me to buy the polish. I understand that. But I think I would have just said, you'll need some practice. And I wouldn't have been upset or mad if they'd said that. I would have said, yeah, you're right. You need some practice. But I wasn't happy with this. I did not love it. I am putting it in the giveaway. I wound up rating it a 1 hot dog flavored water because I just didn't like it unmagnetized or magnetic or magnetized or magnetic, whatever. I didn't like it unmagnetized or not magnetized. It just wasn't for me. Not a fan. Putting that one in the giveaway. Next up, I wore one polish. I wore this polish from Victorian Varnish, and this is Steamy Snowflakes, and it's like a white base with all these blue. It's an intense glitter polish. I guess you could wear it as a topper, but it's pretty packed full that it would be hard to wear as a topper, I feel like. So it's just got white. Does it have black? No black, I don't think. It's just white in these different blue glitters. It is really, really pretty. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 3 coats of polish, a glitter grabber, and a glossy top coat. I did use clips to remove this. It's a very cute polish. I really liked it. I wound up rating it a 3 because your mouse rating checks that your ass can't cash. I will enjoy wearing that again. Really, really pretty. So next up, I wore one polish from Different Dimension, and this is Mystery Prototype 343, and it's just a really pretty blue with just a touch of hollow in it. Not a whole lot. You definitely can see it on your nails. It's hard to see in this video here and on camera, but you can see it on your nails. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, glossy top coat, easy removal. Really pretty, but it was just a tad bit too dark on my nails for me because I don't know. I used to like dark polishes, but as I get older, I find that I don't really like super dark polishes. So I wound up rating this a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because it looks stunning in the bottle, but it just darkens up a little bit too much for my liking, and I am putting that one in the giveaway. So next up, I wore one polish from the Dawn Diva, and this is called Capricorn AF. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is really pretty. It's like purple, and it's got kind of like a little shift in it. I don't know. Does it got a shift in it? It might not have a shift in it. It's the next. I wore another Dawn Diva. Yeah, I wore another Dawn Diva that's shifty, so sorry about that. This one doesn't have a shift. It's just purple, and it's got like some hollow or something in it. It's got a little bit of a shift or glow in it, but not much. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, glossy top coat, easy removal. Really pretty. I wound up rating it a 3 because your mouse rating checks that your ass can't cash. I think I'll keep this one, but I might wind up putting that one in the giveaway. I'm undecided about that one. Next up, I wore one polish from Bluebird, and this is called Scalate Good Times Come On. In my pictures, you'll see regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is kind of like a gray with like these like pinkish and black flakes in there. It's like black glitters and pink flakies, I think. You can kind of see it. It's pretty. It was easy removal because if those, I'm not sure if the blacks are flakes or glitters, but if they are, there's not a whole lot of them, and they were easy to remove. I didn't really love this one. I'm putting it in the giveaway. I rated it a 2. How could you do somebody like that? I thought I would love this one, but it just wasn't, it just wasn't for me, so I am going to put that one in the giveaway. Next up, I wore one polished from Red Eyed Lacquer, and this is called Nick Walker, and this came out in her like, I think it was called like New York Street Artist. It's like Shattered Hollows. They were really, really stunning, that whole collection, but really pretty. In my pictures, you'll see regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. Easy removal, very pretty. I wound up rating it a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash. It's very, very pretty. It's not my favorite coloring from this collection, but I do like it, and I will keep that one in my collection. So next up, I wore another polish from Bluebird, and this is called lift your spirits. And this is a magnetic. In my pictures, you'll see regular base coat, one coat of polish, and a magnetic top coat. I only magnetized one nail, like my ring finger accent nail. Um, okay, I've put that. I instantly didn't like this polish even unmagnetized, even though it looks beautiful on the bottle. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it magnetized either. I wound up rating this a 1 hot dog flavored water. It was easy removal, not my favorite. I'm putting it in the giveaway. It's at this point I've decided in my life I'm over magnetics. I'm done with them. I have recently purchased a few thermals, and I said I wouldn't purchase thermals. I think I'd rather have a thermal in my collection than a magnetic. I'm over them. It's so much work, and like I said, just sitting there for an hour and then going to take the picture, the line is already not crisp. I have to like be ready the instant I take it. And sometimes there's like cleanup involved to make your nails look nice. And I don't want to, I know a lot of people clean their nails up instantly. I don't. I wait until my nails are completely dry before I do cleanup. Um, some manicures I can pull off without cleanup, but some of them need cleanup. So I'm not always ready to take that picture the instant I do that manicure. So I've decided that I don't think I'm going to purchase any more magnetics. The magnetics, I used to be like, if I like it unmagnetized, I would get it. But I think at this point, I'm not purchasing it anymore. Like I said, I'm putting this in the giveaway, rated a 1 hot dog flavored water. Not to go on about my rant about magnetics, but I am over those babies. I am over them. I don't think, could be wrong. I have like 2 magnetics in my collection right now that I haven't worn yet that I remember being like stunning, like such a weird like color combination between the normal polish and the magnetics. I'm going to try to pull those off. And the magnetics that I have in my collection, I will keep if I like them. But if I don't, they have to go. I don't like that one, so it has to go. But I think I can safely say I don't think I'll purchase magnetics anymore. I'm over them. Tell me how you feel about magnetics, really. Okay, so next up, I have one polish that I wore from Swamp Gloss, and this is called A Little Bit of Both. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 3 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is just a really pretty, it is a thermal, and I remember when she sold this fairly cheap. I think she sold it for $5, and it was with the note that she didn't know if it transitioned anymore. And it did, though. It did transition. And it's, I guess, what state is this? This is its warm state, I guess. No, this is its cold state. It's like a blue, like a steel blue. And in its warm state, it turned to this really, really pretty green, which I really, really liked. But I'm always cold. I'm never warm, so I didn't get to see that state very often. I think in my pictures, the bottle is this color, and I was able to pull off the green while I'm holding the bottle, so you'll be able to see it. I did use clips to remove this because it does have glitters. Like I said, I love the cold state, but didn't love the warm state. I think I'm going to put this in the giveaway. I know I'm going to put it in the giveaway, and I rated it a 2. How could you do somebody like that? It's very, very pretty, but I don't like the one state that it would mainly be in on my nails, so why keep it? And at any point, it could stop transitioning, so just best to just get rid of it. So next up, I wore one polish. It's called It's Glow by It's Glow by Cuticula. And I got this in a mystery. In my pictures, you'll see regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. It's really, really pretty. In the pictures, it just kind of looks like gray with like red flakies. But in the light and in person, it's like rainbow flakies, like holographic. Really, really pretty. Really, really pretty. I have easy removal. Really, really pretty. Yeah, I talked about how it looked red, but then sometimes it looked like a rainbow. Not sure how I feel about this polish. I feel like I like it a lot, but I feel like I will never think about this polish and be like, oh, I need to go wear, that By the Glow by Cuticula, which polishes that I keep, and really truly love. I do think about those again. I don't feel like I will think about this one, so I'm not sure if I'll keep this one or not. I wound up rating this a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash. Very pretty polish, though. It is very, very pretty. Just not sure if I'll ever, think about it. So next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore this polish from Noodles Nail Polish, and this was the Black Friday Mystery 23, and it's just like a really, really light blue with like little white or silver flakes, silver glitters in it, glitters. And then I also wore this from Mooncat, and this is called Do You Play Croquet? And it's just like a really like orchid color with these like glass flakies and like orchid or like orange and blue and green. Really, really pretty. I wore these two together. And in my pictures, you'll see a color blurring base coat. Like I have a blue coloring blurring base coat on and like a pink one on for this one. 2 coats of polish and a glossy top coat. There was slight scrubbing to remove them. I'm not sure how I feel about these. They were pretty, but they weren't, you know, they were just like on that verge, like, I could keep them, I could not. So I probably will put both of these in the giveaway, but I'm not 100% sure about that yet. I wound up rating them a 2. How could you do something like that? Because I'm just not sure if I really, really love those or if I would wear them again. Sorry that I keep kind of going out of camera, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm discombobulated today. Is that even how you would say that? I don't know. I have stuff everywhere, so it's just like, This is the glowy Dawn Diva I was talking about. So next up, I wore this. It's called Peter Pan from Dawn Diva. It has the OG UP in there, and boy, you could see it in this polish. You could see it. Sometimes it looked blue, sometimes it looked purple, but it was a stunner. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 3 coats of polish, a glossy top coat. It's easy to remove. So pretty, so glowy. Love the purple, love the blue. It was a stunner. I wound up rating this a 4 because one day I will get you in my hands and I'll play with you. Can't wait to wear this baby again. Excuse me. Really, 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 really stunning, stunning polish. Okay, then on my dominant hand, I don't know if you can see it, my ring finger on my dominant hand, I had like a little crack in my nail, and I tried to do the Orly repair kit, and I did do that through several manicures, and people that do that, I guess I paint my nails a lot though, so if you painted your nails less often, it might be a little bit easier, but it was just like so much to deal with every single time I painted my nails to do that repair kit, then to put my nail polish on. But mad respect to people who do that and keep their nail and don't have to cut it. But when at this point, when I went to paint my nails, I was just like, I'm over that repair kit. I don't want to deal with it. My nails aren't really that long yet. Maybe if they were like long, I might have thought it was worth the effort, but my nails were still, you know, I had just cut them not too long ago. So I was like, I'm just going to cut them and start over. So that's why my pictures will look like it's noticeable, but not crazy noticeable. But I just wanted to point it out so you wouldn't be like, why did her nails get shorter? But they did get a little bit shorter because I was just like, I'm over that repair kit. Like I said, people who do that, respect, mad respect, because I mean, it was easy. It was easy, but it was still just like something extra you had to do constantly every time you painted your nails. And like at this point, I was painting my nails every night probably. So I was just like, I'm over it. So I did just cut my nails. So the first polish I wore after that was this from Polish, and it's called Let's Boo This. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, a glossy top coat. This was easier removal. I didn't love this. It's like a linear hollow. I don't know. It's very pretty. I had compliments on it the day I wore it because I had to go out, and I did have some compliments on it, but it just wasn't for me. I don't like it. I wound up rating it a 1 hot dog flavored water. I'm putting it in the giveaway. Just definitely don't love that one. And this is the last polish of the month, which is the one I'm wearing, which this is Elevation Polish. I've got the axe, and it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like a pea green, like pea soup green, but it's got like a shimmer in there. I don't know if you can see it in the bottle, but here it is on my nails, and I'll have a picture too. It's really, really, really pretty. I got this in a mystery. The only thing I will say is this formula was kind of like thin, like not so thin you couldn't work with it, but you had to watch it or you would flood your cuticles. But very, very pretty. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. It was easy to remove. I wound up rating this a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash. It's almost to that 4. It's so close. But I did rate that a 3, but that was very, very pretty polish. So those are all the polishes and manicures that I wore for the month of January. Tell me below if you had any standout manicures in your life for January, because I would love to know them, because I don't always get to see your all's nails. But if you comment, I do try to go look them up, and if I can find a picture, I'm always excited to find one. Sometimes I can't find a picture, but I do try my best to find one, and I love to see what, what everyone else is wearing on your nails. If you subscribe to my channel, if you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel. I do nail content like this all the time. And I also do monthly giveaways of nail polish to subscribers. Some of these will they will be in a giveaway, but I don't know if it'll be a soon giveaway, because I should take a picture of the situation I have with my giveaways. It's bad, you guys. It's bad. So some of these you might not see for a while. I have sold a few polishes here and there. But I don't tend to like doing that, because it's a hassle. You got to take pictures of them. You got to do all the stuff. Maybe it's worth it. And I may sell some here and there just when I get time, but I usually don't have the time, and I usually don't want to spend the time. So that's why, but I should maybe do a video of the of the giveaways and show you all, because it's out of hand. It's out of hand. But anyway, if you do subscribe to my channel, I want to thank you so much. I love all my subscribers. I'm so glad that I get to chat with a lot of you, a few of you, several of you, not just a few of you, several of you I feel like I know and I'm friends with, and I do really thank you for all that. But I hope everyone has a great day. Remember, tell me your manicures down below that you love, because I would love to check them out. And again, I hope everyone has a great day. Remember, keep polishing. Bye.